What's up, guys? We're doing a little floor plans today. One of the most practical things you'll ever have happen in your life. I'm going to maybe put carpet in a room or some tile in a room or whatever. So before we get started with that, we need to talk about some basics. I hope your teachers kind of told you, but this right here is what we call 1 square foot. It's a square that's 1 foot by 1 foot, and its area is 1 square foot. Well, we're going to have to do some converting on this stuff. So would you believe that 1 foot by 1 foot is the same thing as 12 inches by 12 inches? Well, that is 144 square inches. So 1 square foot is the exact same thing as 144 square inches. And it's just the same thing if you're doing 1 square yard. 1 yard by 1 yard is the same thing as 3 feet by 3 feet. And there's 9 square feet inside of 1 square yard in that one, because 3 times 3 is 9. So 1 square yard is 9 square feet. So we'll use those facts to help us do this problem right here. So check it out. Congratulations, man. You own your own flooring business. And here, a customer's come up for some estimates to refloor their master bedroom. So that's this room right here. And their walk-in closet and their master bathroom. So the customer wants to carpet the bedroom and put a fake wood floor in the form of luxury vinyl tile in the master bed and the bathroom. So this is luxury vinyl tile, just kind of in case you've never seen that before. It's not really tile, it's kind of like fake wood, but it's made of vinyl. So just in case you're curious, and there's tons of different types out there. But let's see what's going on. It says find the square footage of each room. So here we go. We got all these different rooms. Now check it out. The master bedroom, that's basically this zone right here. It's one giant rectangular region, and we've got a little bit of a tough numbers to read sometimes. So it's 16 foot 8 inches by 16 feet. It is tough to read. It's a little easier to read on the homework, but 16 feet. I think the easiest way for us to deal with this is to change these all into inches, right? So what we'll do is, if that's 16 foot 8 inches, let's just take the 16 feet and change it into inches by multiplying it by 12. And that is 192 inches, plus that other 8 inches is 200 inches. So this whole mamma jamma right here is 200 inches long. And if we go do the 16 feet, which I think I just punched that in, is 192 inches. So got the dimensions of the master bedroom. You got this little weird egress window right here. We're not worried about that. This is just a nice, accurate but rough estimate of this guy. So I'm going to figure out, let's do this. I am going to label all of these different things. So I had 200 inches by 192 inches. But here's like all these little places that we're going to find areas for. So we got room for a bedroom, we got room for the closet, we got room for the bathroom also. But if you look in the bathroom here, it's got some stuff in the way. It's got this sink with all of your cabinets and stuff, and it's like you're not going to tile underneath that. And it's got the actual shower or the bathtub, whatever it is, we're going to call it a shower. So you don't need any tile there, so we need to find the area of those places also. So when you're doing your area, you just need to show a little bit of work. So for my bedroom right here, I'll do that in red. That was 200 inches by 192 inches. And I'll figure out that that multiplies out to be, you can punch that in if you need to, 38,400. And we're going to put a label on that square inches. The label is going to be important because we're going to have to change these into different dimensions based on what we're buying. Carpet or tile, they sell it in different units. But for now, I'm going to do everything in square inches. So, got my bedroom in square inches. That's nice. Now I'm going to go check out this closet right here. As you can see, it is nice and rectangular. There's no goofiness in the way like cabinets or anything like that. So I'm just going to change all those dimensions. This is 9 foot 9 inches. So again, I'll need to change the 9 feet. So I'll multiply him by 12. And then that extra 9 inches I'll add on to that. So hit the wrong button. So oh, come on. Plus 9. There we go. 117 inches. Please put that in your picture. And then 6 foot 1, that'd be 72 inches plus the other one, which is 73 inches. So to find the area of that closet, I will show what I'm doing. 117 times 73. And of course, you can punch that stuff in if you want to, but that is 8,541 inches squared is what I got for that. So put in the label. And then the bathroom, what I'm going to do, there's many ways to do this. You could break this up into different rectangular shapes. You can do all that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of the whole thing as like one giant rectangle here. And then I'm going to take away the sink, and I'm going to take away the shower. I'm going to subtract those guys away. So I'll do a little bit of that. So the whole thing, let's see what its dimensions are. As you can see here, it's 11 foot 3. So if you want to take 11 times 12 and then add 3 to that real quick, you'll get 135 inches. And then we got to find a nice overall length. Oh, there it is right here. It says 10 foot 4 inches or 9 inches. It's kind of tough to read sometimes. So I've got it as 124 inches is what we got. So 10 foot 4 inches. You know, if you made that small little error of making that 129 inches or something like that, we wouldn't take off points. That's why we're labeling stuff. So wouldn't take off points. We get that it's hard to read some of this. So to find the bathroom, though, I'm going to find its total area, 135 times 124, and punch all that good stuff in. And I got 16,740 square inches is what the bathroom is. But remember, we got to take away the sink and we got to take away the shower. Yes, there is a toilet here also, but it only takes a little small spot. You do have to put tile all around it, you know, then the toilet sits on top of that. So we're not worried about the toilet. Just the shower, you don't want any tile there, or you don't want any under your sink. That's kind of just a waste of money. So the sink is 1 foot and 9 inches, so that'd be 12 plus 9, that's 21 inches, by 6 foot 6 is what that says right there. It's really tough to see. Homework's easier. 6 foot 6 is 78 inches. And again, if you don't sneak that in the picture, I get it, but we definitely want to put it in our work here. So 21 by 78, we multiply that all out and get 163 square inches, where we wouldn't be actually tiling, so that takes up all of this space. And then the shower is 4 foot 4 by 7 foot 1, and I'm going to just do that computing over here. 4 foot 4 is 52 inches. Let your teacher know if you're not sure where these inches are coming on, how to like totally convert them again. But and then 7 foot 1, that's 84 inches plus the 1 is 85 inches. Multiply those together and get 4,420 square inches. So now what I'll do is I will subtract all of those dudes away from my bathroom. So clear. I got 16,740, and I'm going to take away the 163, and I'm going to take away the 4420, and what I got for a grand total is 12,157 square inches that we're actually going to put the tile on. So that's all of this good stuff. So keeping it nice and organized. Okay, so we found the area of all 3 rooms is basically what they want, and they wanted the square footage, but we're going to do it in inches in that case. That's okay. Actually, we can find the square footage. We might as well do that. Maybe your teacher wants to do that. So to find the square footage, remember we got to go back and realize, hey man, there is 144 square inches in every square foot. So what to do to convert is, since we did all these in square inches, we need to take all these numbers and divide them by 144, because that's how many square inches are in a square foot. So this guy, that was my total that I had right here. I'm going to divide him and round him to the nearest square foot. So we're going to say that this is about 85, is that what it was? 85 square feet. And I'll do that for my closet. My closet was 8541, and then divide it by 144, because that's how many square inches in a square foot. We're going to go ahead and call that about 60 square feet, because that's what it rounded to. And my bedroom is 38,400 divided by the 144, because we had it in square inches. We're going to call it about 267 square feet. So, cool. Got them all in square feet. Good thing I went back and read the problem. So we did it into square inches first, then I divided by 144. Didn't have to do it to all these three because we have the overall what we really, really want. This is how much we'd have to order. So, okay, now let's see what problem 2 says. You've got two types of carpet for the customer to choose from. So remember, we're owning the business and they're going to choose a carpet. Melted chocolate is a high traffic carpet. It costs $15.35 per square yard. And chili vanilla is a less durable but cheaper carpet, costs $11.05 per square yard. Find the cost of either style for the customer. So here's what we got going on for us. Let's label ourselves like this. Let's do a little melted chocolate. You can abbreviate if you want to. And let's do a little chili vanilla. And they're only going to carpet a certain area. Let's go back and read where they wanted to carpet. So, blah, blah, blah. The customer wants to carpet the bedroom, okay, and put fake wood floor and LVT in the master bath closet. So the only place they're going to carpet is the bedroom. Right? Yeah, this is going to get carpeted. And they sell the carpet by the square yard. So we got to go convert all these into square yards also. So what we could do is we could change the square inches into square yards, or we could change the square feet into square yards. It really doesn't matter as long as we use the right numbers. So since we already got it in square feet, let's go ahead and change it into square yards. All we got to know is how many square feet are in a square yard. And if you know how many feet are in a yard, 3. To figure out how many square feet are in a square yard, you just totally square that number. So there are 9 square feet in every square yard, so we'll need to divide this number by 9. 267 divided by 9. And this we're going to go ahead and call 30 square yards. So it's about 30 square yards. So since the bedroom is all they're carpeting, that's the only thing that I'm changing into square yards. And I'll show a little bit of work for melted chocolate. We got 30 square yards that they'd have to order. And we'll take that times the 1535. 15.35. We'll punch that in. See how much that's going to cost them. 30 times 1535. I should mention that we need to show all this work. Like, just having a bunch of numbers down doesn't do us any good. It's like the customer wants to know where this stuff came from. So here's our figuring, and this is how much the melted chocolate would cost them if they wanted that. And then for the chili vanilla, they still have the 30 square yards, but it only costs $11.05 because it's cheaper carpet. But you know what you get when you buy cheap stuff is you get what you pay for, so it's not as durable. So punching that in, $331.50. Depends on what the person really wants. You know, do they own this house, or are they renting it and they don't really care if the carpet gets roughed up or anything? So it's 2 options for them, right? If they wanted the melted chocolate, it would cost them this much for the carpet, and if they wanted the chili vanilla, it would cost them this much. So that's what this question has asked us. Got that all figured up. And then here's what part 3 says. All carpeted areas require padding underneath. You may have seen that before if you don't know, but like if you've got carpet going on, it's right here. If you got carpet going on, it's like they put this goofy weird padding underneath it, and they have different thicknesses of it. Well, what we do is we sell 7/16 inch thick padding, and it comes in a giant roll. So they just roll it out. We're selling it for $89.95 a roll. And every one of those rolls covers 100 square feet, so we got to pay attention to the label. How many rolls of padding is needed, and what is the cost for the customer? So, since it's the carpeted area only, which is the master bedroom, I need to know how many square feet that is. And we had that. I just kind of changed my numbers. Let me go back real quick. Wasn't it 267 square feet? So, all my numbers, 267 square feet, and it was 30 square yards. Just having those. Since we have 267 square feet and it comes in 100-foot rolls, wouldn't we need 3 rolls, right? It's like 2 rolls wouldn't be enough, so we need 3 rolls times the $89.95, and we can punch that in and get ourselves a juicy $269.85. So just when you thought you were getting off scot-free, you have to pay for all the padding underneath. If you don't have padding underneath your carpet, it hurts your feet, man. It's not very comfortable.
So that's how much that would cost for the customer. It doesn't matter what carpet they chose, they have to put the padding underneath, so they're paying this. Okie dokie. And let's do this. The customer already picked out a beautiful cherry LVT, luxury vinyl tile. We'll call it LVT from here on out, luxury vinyl tile. And we sell that for $249 a square foot. Find the cost of the master bath and walk-in closet separately to create an itemized estimate for the customer. So remember, we already had these numbers. I don't want to go back. I'll just figure them out again. It was 12,157 divided by 144. This was 85 square feet. And the closet, you have it, 8541. Sorry guys, I know you already have it, but I don't want to go back slides. It was 60 square feet is what we called it. So let's see what we got here. For the bathroom, we'll take the 85 square feet times the 249. We'll punch that in. And 85 times 249, $211.65. That's how much it would cost them to put the LVT. You don't need any padding underneath that stuff though. And for the closet, we'll take the 60 square feet times the 249 and see that that come up to be $149.40 when you punch that in. Don't forget your dollar signs, guys, and they go first. So, cool. And of course, that's just for all the materials, guys. You know, we sold them the carpet, we sold them the padding, and we sold them the LVT. Well, now we got to charge them for our labor in this case. Like somebody's going to come put this stuff in, so we charge $5.25 for every square yard. That's to do the carpeting, and $2.05 for every square foot for LVT. Find the cost for the customer. So how I'll break this down is I'll call it carpet, you know, because the customer wants to see this accurate. Carpet and then LVT, two different categories like so. So for the carpet, it'll be the 525, sorry, pen froze, times however many square yards we had. That was the 30 square yards. We could punch that in if you need to. And that's $157.50. So that's how much we charge them to put the old carpet in that bedroom. Then for the LVT, you know, it's $2.05 for every square foot. Well, we can add those together. You know, the customer can get that. That is 145 square feet total that we're doing. And you punch all that in, and that's $297.25. So that's pretty cute right there. So there's all the labor that we're doing. And we got all that figured up. Now it's time to create this work order. So the customer chose melted chocolate carpet. So remember, they had a choice, so they chose this. Create a work order for the customer, including 8.75% sales tax. So this is what the customer really sees. We're giving them an estimate, so we'll just kind of fill things out. Let's do the first one together. The first thing is they chose the melted chocolate carpet, right? So you can abbreviate it in there, but that's the description. And let's talk about the quantity. Since we sold that by the square yard, would you believe we had 30 square yards that we had? And we'll tell them what the unit price was. It was $15.35. You don't need any dollar signs in here if you don't want to, per square yard. And we said that was a grand total of $460.50. So like, we have all this stuff basically figured out already. We just got to organize it in the old work order. The next thing is you can put on there, there's no real order that these have to go in either, but we charge them for some padding, right? So we can put padding in there. And what is the quantity? We did 3 rolls of it, right? And the unit price, that's how much it was for one of them, is $8.95. And you know, then you just like multiply these together, and that's where we got the $269.85 for our padding. So $269.85. So that goes there. And then the next thing we put on there is the LVT for the bathroom, because they wanted it separated. So okay, LVT for the bathroom, we've got to go figure out our quantity was 85 square feet. So 85, come on pen. And the unit price for that was $249 per square foot, so 2.49, and we got a total of $211.65. Remember, we got all this math figured out already. We just got to go keep ourselves organized. And then we want to do the LVT for the closet. So see if you can figure out the quantity, the unit price, and the total. We have it all done, you know, but it's like, what was the quantity of all that?
and I hope you realize that we had 60 square feet, $249, same unit price, and that turned out to be this. So that's everything that we did. The labor we put down here, right? So labor is different, and then what we need to figure out next is the subtotal. So the subtotal is all of this added together. So go ahead, punch this in. Be careful with your decimals, right? So this plus this plus this plus this. I got 1,091.40. Then we do our labor, right? So I don't specify the difference in labor on the work order, you know, like I have that over here figured out, so I'm just going to add those together. You might check with your teacher, Mrs. Getz or Mr. Dreyer might want you to put it different on there if in that case, but I say just add those up and put them there. So boom, that's $454.75 is what that all added up to be. Cool. So then sales tax. Sales tax is a tricky thing. You know, you can talk to some accountants, and some businesses only charge you tax on the subtotal. Some make you pay tax on both. I don't know why. I'm not an accountant nor a businessman, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add those two numbers together, the 1091.4 plus the 454.75. I think we should pay tax on everything, right? So what I do is I write the grand total before we get taxed of 1546.15 right here, 1546.15. That's what it was, right? Times 8.75%. Well, we got to move the decimal, so I'm going to do times. I'm going to actually just put parentheses. It's easy to read. Times the 0.0875. Remember, if it's 8.75%, you move that 2 decimal places to the left. So times, slide it up a little bit, 0.0875. The sales tax that we're going to pay will round to the nearest penny. So 135.29. 135.29 is how much sales tax we got. And now for the grand total, we add this plus this plus this. So our subtotal and our labor and the sales tax that we'll pay on this guy I have calculated to be $1,681.44. And that's what the customer was looking for from us, was how much would it cost to do all of that remodeling to our house right there. It would cost them this much for all the materials and the labor. So, whew, that is a heck of a problem. Showing the work makes it happen. So there's just one more on the back, and it's a much quicker one. There's a little typo on it also. So here's the last problem of the day. Later that year, the same customer wants you to put the same LVT in the mudroom and utility room of their home. They were really satisfied with our work, so they want to hire us already. They're just like, hey, just come do it. We don't even need an estimate, but we're going to give them the work order anyway for this new project. The prices for everything was the same, so we can flip back and forth, but here's what they want. The utility room and the mudroom right here, they want all of this to be like, what is it, LVT? Yeah, they want to put the LVT in it again. So check it out. You notice when I highlighted it right here, I kind of say, dude, that's like basically one giant rectangle. You know, it's like you could find the area of the mudroom and the area of the utility room separately, but to me, I think it's just as easy to think of it as one giant room. Now, there is a difference, though, about these cabinets right here. And, you know, sometimes you have to ask a good question. If I can get the right tool here, it's like, what's true about these cabinets here? Are they on the ground? Are they not on the ground? Like, obviously, if you were in person, you could see that. But since I don't know, I'm going to say I think those are just cabinets hanging on the wall. I really don't know. So we're going to make this an easy one. We're going to do just one big old rectangle on this guy. So let's find his overall length. This is 13'11". And this is 7'2". So if I add the feet together, that's 20 feet. And then if I add the 11 too, well, that's 13 inches. So, I mean, you could add those up if you wanted to. You can figure it out, whatever. But I'm calling the whole thing, it's 253 inches wide. Yes, I know there's a wall there, you know, but it's like this is just a nice rough estimate. So 253 inches by 7'6" is 90 inches. So sweet. I am going to find the area of this. So I got that multiplied together to be the 253, just showing some work. Like I said, I know we can do all this in our calculator, but we'll show the work, and that's 22,770 square inches. Then I'm going to change it into square feet. It's a good idea to show what you did to change it into square feet, because sometimes we get forgetful. We got a long chapter, so to divide by, get that number in there. To divide him by 144, and I'm going to call that about 159 square feet. That's pretty much what's going on there, right? So that's all I need to figure out. Now let's kind of go down here, and it says this is the info from the previous page. I just snipped it, so you'd have to like flip back and forth. But it's like, here's our LVT. It's $2.49 per every square foot. So I'm going to start filling out my work order. I'm going to go ahead and put LVT in here, and we need a quantity of 159 square feet, and it is $2.49 per square foot. So punching that in, 159 times the 249, you can do that very quickly. I got $395.91. And you know what? That's it. There's no padding. There's none of this. It's like they just want that. So that's what we'd end up ordering. And the subtotal, one number, $395.91. Labor, so we got to charge the labor for it. So you can do a little scratch work. It's $2.05 if you wanted to put a unit price. We didn't do that before because we had two different ones for carpet and for LVT, but this is just LVT. So $2.05 times our 159. So 2.05 times 159. It might be nice to write labor since the question isn't asking us about it. So organize ourselves. 205 times 159, $325.95, and then sales tax. So I need to add those puppies together. So I got that guy there. So plus $395.91. Grand total of $721.86. I'm going to put that over here. $721.86. times the 0.0875. Punch that in, and I get $63, and I'll round it to 16 cents. And then if you add all that good stuff up, I got $785.02 for them to do that project in there. So, man, it's a lot of calculating, and just watch the carefulness that you're converting square inches into square feet or square feet into square yards. If you have questions about that, man, you just got to let us know. There is a typo on the homework, though. Let's go fix it. So here's the homework. If you need to pause real quick, you can, but it's on question 4 here. It says all of this jazz. It says, oops, cancel that. I'm going to highlight. Well, anyway, something's not working, but right here there is a typo. It says find the cost of the master bath, the closet, and the utility room. It's like, nah, we got to cross that out and put bathroom and hallway. It's the bathroom and hallway is what they are asking us to do. So I really don't know what's going on with this, but I don't want to lose this video. So if you have questions, there's a typo on number 4. This is from the previous problem we copied and pasted. They just want you to find the cost of the bathroom and the hallway. Okay, so let us know if you have questions. Have a good one, guys.